everybody, I'm Katie. Welcome back to my kitchen. Before we start with our normal recipe, we have to finish part 3 of the liqueur. So that's what we're going to do first, and we're going to do a back-to-back video today. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare our final step of the liqueur. So what do you say? Let's start painting. Like I said, this is part 3, and we're going to start with our strawberry liqueur. It's nice and ready. We're going to open it up. And if you watched the previous videos, I told you to go and get pretty bottles because that's where we're going to store them in, and they are ready to be served. Okay, we're going to take our strawberry mixture here, and we're just going to pour a little at a time through a sift. Just in case we have any spores, I want it to be crystal clear. Okay, I'm not going to put it all just in case. And now, with my ladle and this tool here, I don't know what it's called. We're going to place it on top of the bottle so you don't get a mess. And we're going to pour our liqueur into the bottle, just like that. If you like this recipe, you're going to go into part 1 and part 2 of the magic liqueur. You can serve this liqueur before you have dinner, and you can also serve it after your dinner. You can put some ice in it. It's a great cocktail. And you know what it's great for? If you have a sore throat in the winter, when it's really cold out there, it's a great nightcap. Okay. Now if you have leftovers, which you will, always, I don't know what kind of a portion you're going to be making, you're just going to have another bottle on hand. It smells absolutely wonderful. This is a great present if you have a dinner party to go to. They will love it. Do it beforehand, and believe me, they will appreciate it. Okay, that's it. Gonna put that there so we don't get our other bowl dirty. Okay. That's what it looks like, our strawberry liqueur. Come close, cameraman, so you can get that red, deep red color. Okay, now we're going to do the lemon one. Pour it into a sift like this. It's going to be crystal clear. See all those little things from the lemons? We don't want that into our liqueur floating around. Okay. And again, I'm taking my ladle and my horn, whatever this is. I don't know what it's called. Or at least I don't remember. And we're just going to pour it into our pretty bottle. You can store this into your cabinets for years because there's alcohol in here. Nothing will happen to it as long as you have a tight cap, okay? All right, this might not go all the way on top. It doesn't matter. You can also mix them up if you prefer, the lemon with the strawberry. It's perfectly fine. It will give it an orange color. A little bit more. And that's it. If you want to make other types of liqueur with apricots or with cherries, the procedure is exactly the same. So if you want this recipe, you're going to go back to part 1 and part 2 of the liqueur magic. And that's our lemon one. This is what it looks like. Okay, so you have your lemon and your strawberry liqueur. Let's serve it in these glasses so we can show, so I can show you what they look like. And you never serve liqueur all the way on top, okay? It doesn't look pretty. If somebody wants more, they will ask for more. And that's the strawberry one. Did I put enough? Just a little bit more. There it is, guys. I hope you enjoy. That's the first part of today's recipe. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm going to clean up here so we can move to our normal recipe, okay? Cheers. Okay, let's move on to our normal recipe. Today's recipe calls for a salad. If you follow me on Facebook, you probably saw I posted a photo of a beautiful black bean salad. So that's what we're going to make today. Let's see the ingredients so we can get started. Of course, we're going to need some black beans. I have some black beans here that I've boiled, okay? You're going to boil these beans in a big pot of water for about, these are half a kilo. You're going to boil them for about 45 minutes to an hour. No more because they're going to get mud. And you're going to add a little bit of salt, okay? So they can have a nice taste, because if you don't put salt into the water, when you're going to make the salad, it's not going to be absorbed. So we're going to need some black beans. You can get canned beans, of course, but I always say you can get the dry ones and do it yourself. They're much more healthier. And quick tip here, when you're going to boil them, the first thing that you're going to do before they get cooked, okay, when the water starts to boil, throw the first water out and then reboil them, okay? That's the tip of the day. We're going to need some scallions, tomato, lemon, cucumbers, fresh parsley, and I have lemon balm here. If you cannot find lemon balm, it's fine. Just put a little bit more of parsley. Of course, like always, olive oil, because we're going to make a vinaigrette here. Vinegar, mustard, and the lemon is going to go in there. Those are the ingredients, guys. And of course, salt. We're going to use some salt into our vinaigrette. And this vinaigrette was given to me by a very special girl. It's her recipe, and this is the first time I'm going to try it, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is that we're going to put in our beans. We're going to set them into a bowl. They should, see how they are? They're falling apart individually. Because if you overboil your beans, you're going to get mud, they're going to get stuck together, they're going to absorb a lot of water, and we do not want that into our salad. Okay. I'm going to put it back on the side, and let's start with our tomato. Okay, for the tomato, I don't want the juice of the tomato into my salad. So what I'm going to do, like this. Okay, with a spoon, this is what I'm going to do, because I don't want the seeds in there. I want my tomato to be nice and dry, the outside. So I can get all the juices. Don't throw whatever you get out of the tomato. You can make a beautiful tomato sauce for a quick spaghetti. See, I don't want the seeds in there. A little juice is fine, but not a lot. Okay, and let's move on to the other one. With your spoon, you're just going to scoop it out, like that. This salad can stay in your fridge for a week. With a plastic wrap on top, you can take it to work, you can take it on picnics. It's great for diet. It's a detox salad. There's everything that's inside is absolutely 100% natural. And now I'm putting them upside down, and we're just going to slice them and dice them. Nice sharp knife like always. You can put green peppers in here, whatever veggies you like. Okay. And if you're going to make a big batch like I have here, make your vinaigrette, put it in a jug, and when you're going to serve your salad, that's when I want you to put your vinaigrette on top. Okay, don't put it all together at once because your salad won't stay fresh longer. It won't be that fresh for a week, okay? So you're going to cover it with a plastic wrap and have your vinaigrette ready on time. Okay, this is it. Ready. It's going to go in. Okay, and now I'm going to put in my scallions. If you don't like scallions, you can put regular onions. But these are much fresher, they're in season, and like I always say, eat your veggies and your fruit like nature meant them to be. Like when you have cherries, eat them in spring up until June. Don't eat cherries in December. They're not going to have the same flavor and they're not going to have the same nutrients either. Okay. Not very big pieces, not little ones. You want to know what you're eating like always. Okay, that's going in. And let's do the last batch. Okay, we're almost finished with our scallions here. And they're ready to go in. Look at all those colors. You know it's good for you. Okay, let's move on to our cucumbers. Now these cucumbers are from my garden. So you can eat the peel. If they're organic, you can definitely eat the peel. If they're not organic, like I've said in another video, just place them in some hot water with a little bit of vinegar, rub them a little bit, and they're ready to go. Let's do the other one. Now, I want you to pay close attention because even if your cucumbers don't have a lot of seeds, we're still going to get them out because we don't want the water, the excess water, to come out into our salad, okay? Okay. And like I said, we're going to take out the seeds. And what I'm doing with a spoon again, I'm just going to carve them out like this. I don't want any water. Because cucumbers are 90% water, of course, and if you put the seeds in, well, then you're going to get 100% water. Like that. Just carve them out. And the same thing goes here. These kidney beans, I've done some research on these specific beans, are very, very good for your kidneys. And if you take a close look, they look like kidneys also. Okay, that's cleaned up. I'm going to put them back here. And we're going to start making them into small pieces. We don't want hardy chunks here. Everything should be exactly the same size as your beans. Okay, we're going to go in. Now let's move on to the rest. And our last cucumber. Definitely have to have parsley. If you don't have, like I said, lemon balm, you can use celery. But not the American kind. I want the green kind, the really dark green kind, the Italian kind or the Greek kind. Okay, that's ready to go in too. And now we're going to move on to our parsley. Let me get my knife here. We don't need these extra stems, but we want a few. Now, I want the parsley to be finely chopped. Just move your knife clockwise like this. And it has to be a sharp knife, okay? Because if it's not, this is not going to work. If you don't have a sharp knife, or if you're afraid of a knife, just put it in a blender and let the blender do all the work. Okay, we're putting that in. And we're going to move into our lemon balm. Parsley and lemon balm are related, and they're great for your cardiovascular system. This has a very strong flavor. It actually tastes like lemons. If you've never tried it, it's absolutely a superfood. And again, I want this nicely chopped. Okay, this one is giving me a hard time. These are from my garden, again. So I have no pesticides here, and that's why they're so fresh. Okay, I'm not going to hassle with this one. It's a little hard, and this one, and this one. So we're going to put it back in. Okay, now I'm going to clean up a little here so we can start with our vinaigrette, okay? Okay, let's get started with our vinaigrette. I want the juice of 1 lemon. If you don't like vinegar, you can use only lemons. But I'm making a combination because I've tried this and it was absolutely wonderful. Okay, now we're going to put that in here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Of course, salt is to your taste, always. And now, I want 3/4, because that's the recipe, 3/4 of a cup of white apple vinegar. That's about 3/4. I'm going to add it to the lemon. I'm going to add some mustard. This is optional, you don't have to put it in if you don't like it, but it's absolutely beautiful because it gives it a nice velvety flavor. And now I'm going to add in my olive oil. And again, 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, or whatever oil you prefer. But this is the best, the healthiest. That's 3/4. Okay. I'm going to put it into my mixture here. And like I said in the beginning, don't dress your salad from the beginning so it doesn't get all mushy and whatever. You're going to keep it fresh with a plastic wrap, and when you want a portion, you're going to take it out, put some vinaigrette on top, and it'll be perfect. And you can chill this too in the refrigerator so it can be nice and cool with a plastic wrap again. Let's give it a good mixture with my whisk, and then we're gonna take my magic wand. Okay. If you have something like this, it's fine. If you don't have something like this, you can use a shaker or whatever. Okay, let's give our salad a nice toss here. Combine everything well together from the bottom up. Don't take your spatula and start making mush and soup, okay? From the bottom up, and everything is going to be tossed perfectly. You can have this for a main course. You can have it as a side dish, salad. This is a beautiful, perfect recipe. Especially now that it's summertime, it's really fresh and light. You have your veggies, you have your lemon juice in here, olive oil, everything your body needs to function. Okay, I think it's ready. So I'm going to take a little bit. So I can show you the dressing on top. There it is. Take some of your dressing. Look how beautiful that is. Velvet. Okay. That's it. And since we have this left over, I'm just going to take your plastic wrap, cover it up nice and tightly so you don't get smells into your salad from your refrigerator. Okay, it's protected, and you're going to cover up your vinaigrette also. That's the recipe for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward till next time because we're probably going to make dessert again. And like always, cooking brings people together. Bye.